What causes obscure Terraform HCL errors? Imagine trying to build something with a set of instructions, but some steps are unclear or missing. That's what happens when you run into obscure errors in Terraform's HashiCorp configuration language. These errors can be tricky to figure out because they often don't point directly to the root cause. First, syntax issues are a common culprit. Terraform configurations depend on precise language rules. A small typo in resource names or variable references can cause errors. For example, if you reference a resource as ausinstance, example but the resource is named ausinstance, sample, Terraform won't find it and will throw an error. Similarly, using the wrong data type, like providing a string instead of a list, can cause validation errors. If you forget to mark a list as an HCL expression, Terraform might interpret it as plain text, leading to confusion. Misusing HCL constructs or writing invalid expressions can also break the configuration. Another cause is the state file. Terraform keeps track of resources in a state file. If someone manually edits this file, or if resources are changed outside of Terraform, the state can become out of sync. When this happens, Terraform might try to modify or delete resources that don't match the current configuration, causing confusing errors. Version mismatches are also a common source of trouble. Using different versions of Terraform across your team or environment can lead to errors. Newer versions may change how configurations are interpreted or how state files are handled. To avoid this, always specify the required Terraform version in your configuration. This ensures everyone is using compatible versions and reduces unexpected errors. Provider errors are another factor. Terraform relies on plugins to communicate with cloud platforms like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud. If a provider plugin is outdated, misconfigured, or has bugs, errors can appear. Authentication failures, API changes, or resource limits on cloud platforms can also cause issues that seem obscure at first glance. To prevent these problems, follow some best practices. Use version control systems like Git to track changes in your Terraform code. Pin the versions of Terraform and providers you use to avoid surprises after upgrades. Regularly run Terraform Validate to check your configuration for syntax errors. Always run Terraform Plan before applying changes to see what will happen. Keep your state files safe by avoiding manual edits and using remote backends with locking features. Also, review your cloud provider permissions and quotas, as insufficient rights or limits can cause deployment failures that look like Terraform errors. Understanding these causes helps you troubleshoot more effectively. Keeping your configuration clean, consistent, and up-to-date makes managing cloud infrastructure smoother. Remember, clear and precise configurations, proper version control, and awareness of provider constraints are key to avoiding those frustrating obscure errors.